What's up, good people? Slipping Counter Podcast back at y'all again. Another week of streaming, another weekend of some fights. Back at y'all again. Here, I'm your host, Bink. Man, Golden Boy.
What's up, good sir?
Man, whoo, it's been a long day, but we back at it. How was your weekend?
It was good, man. It was good. Shout out Chom Bache.
Uh
God bless that man. Yeah,
huh. Uh
went out, went to this. I still ain't posted that stuff, man. We went all over the daggone. Yeah, been going all over the place, man. Did go karts and the skating and restaurants and a whole bunch of stuff, man. A whole
oh. Y'all
bunch of
thought y'all
stuff.
was back in the early '90s, roller skating and shit.
Yeah, she didn't know I skate that good.
Uh I
I
ain't know you
skate that
skated
good.
neither, for real.
Yeah, I can skate. It used to be me and the Russ was going skating all the time. I remember it was me, Bunny, Robert Easter. Robert Easter was supposed to come with us. He was like, I ain't going with y'all. The only
Uh,
way I'm going is if I get the little guide thing.
yeah.
I said, bro. I said, nah, man. He said, nah. I said, that's for the little kids. Well, I'm a little kid today. He
I
said,
feel him.
man, I'll get on the thing and I can do my little dance or whatever.
No bull. I forgot how to skate, bro. I forgot. Last time I went skating, I got ate up. I look crazy on the floor.
What?
I look crazy. I said, "Ain't no way I forgot how to skate." I was a kid, I could skate, and now as an adult, I can. I forgot how to skate, bro. My ankles was hurting, my hips was sore. I said, "Bro, I'm not doing this shit ever again. Leave this for the kid."
Only only thing I had trouble with was trying to turn around backwards again. And I ain't
Hmm.
stayed there long enough to get my muscle memory back to turn. But if
Right,
I had another pair, I would have been doing more tricks than I was doing. Like grab someone else and they bring you to the floor, pull them back up,
man. Your
slow
roll
down, all
bounce.
that stuff.
You don't get your roll bounce.
Yeah, yeah, do all that stuff,
Hell
man.
no.
Be on two wheels, like you could tell how good a person can skate. You know how in boxing they would say watch the feet up. It's no different with
Yeah,
skate. Like you could tell by how good a person can skate by how they stop. By like if
right.
they stop a certain way and like they don't drag two wheels or if they don't just drag the stopper at the front, if they just put that joint down, you already know they yeet going straight
Right.
forward, all that. Jump
No,
that man. What'd you say?
those jokers that can really skate don't even lace their skates up. They be untied. They be
Yeah.
loose too.
It be like a boxing boot. They'll have the tongue down.
Yeah, they the real
Hmm.
skaters. They the real skaters. I ain't a real skater. My shit be
Or
laced up
they skate
to the
backwards
shin.
non-stop.
Yeah,
Just
showing off and shit.
going.
Showing off. I'm like, bro, I get it. I get it. I'm a grown ass man. I can't skate, bro.
Man, I
I
gotta
get
take you to I gotta take you to the raceway in Crofton.
it. Uh
And we went. Yeah, he was like a whole racker. He was going nonstop around the racetrack. I gotta post all the videos. She was talking cash,
huh. Uh
and she was like, "You know I'm about to whoop you, right? You know I'm about to beat you." And I'm just looking like this. Yeah, I got the video too. Like I'm just looking like this,
oh. Yeah.
and like she started to irritate me. So I'm like, you've known me long enough where you heard stories and know my competitive nature. You sure you want to take it to this point?
Mm-hmm.
And next thing you know, get the Jones. And she was the car ahead of me. Matter of fact, no, the first time I'm the car ahead of her, I said, come on. I let her get in front of me.
You mean go karts?
That gas, yeah, I went, hit the gas, and I was driving like this the whole time, bro. Left hand, like just like how I really drive. You've been in the car with me, like how I really drive like this. And then I started drifting the joint and drifting the
Hell
go
no.
kart and burning it out. And she just looking like,
Hey yo, what you
I
on?
went past her. She just looked. I'm like, yeah.
Hey, you know some Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I know how to do all that stuff in the car. You know, you
Hell,
like drift it, like
hey
release the
yo,
throttle, you know, I know how to do all that.
man.
Yeah, I did it with you in the car.
Yeah, don't ever do that
Remember?
again. Don't ever do.
Remember? You
Leave
got
me out.
scared to death
I ain't get
because the
scared.
car was coming. No, you didn't get scared, but you did this because remember we were sitting waiting for the car to go out. We had that opening, and I was like, I ain't want to say this. I'm gonna do it right now. Y'all want to see Bank face change? All he thought about was my nephew at that moment.
Yeah, I'm
Soon
like,
as I hit the corner, right, I hit it, skirt, dropped that joint, and it was a BMW. So if y'all know, y'all got Sport Plus, or release the back or whatever. Yeah, hit the jump, and it whipped, and you just see Bank do this like the Exorcist.
I was fighting. I said, I know. I said, I know good and damn well he ain't out here driving like we in a movie. I am not the
Bruh,
speed.
this man literally just turned like,
Yeah, I said, I
and
know.
then I yanked it, went back into the lane, kept going. He just did it. Hey, yo, son. I
Exactly
said,
what
oh
I
yeah,
said.
I could drive like that. I
That's
could drive. He was
exactly what
like,
I said.
all right,
Yeah,
not
bro.
again, all right. Yeah, we was on our way to
Yeah,
Rosecroft that night. That's what we were
exactly.
on our way to.
Look, you can play with your life all you want. Let me get out first, and then you can do all that. Then you can
But
do
you
all that.
know, I'm a good driver. I take my time. I don't drive stupid and crazy. I just want to, just drop your heart into your socks a little bit. That's all.
Yeah, I'm good on that,
But
bro.
did you die?
I
But
ain't
did you
die.
die?
God didn't call me home that day. I don't know when he calling me home, but hopefully it ain't with you. hopefully, hopefully I ain't in the car with you when he called me. Let me go.
Oh
Let me
man.
go on my own terms, man. But hey, speaking of,
Oh
we
man.
got some fights coming up in the area. We got June 24th out in Baltimore. There's a card, Chris Glennis
Yeah,
fight.
but tap to go.
I got tickets on hand. If you want to come to that fight, if you're in the Baltimore area, you want to come to the fight, I got tickets on hand. Holla at me. I got the tickets. July
Trey
15th.
Pound.
Oh, Trey Pound's fighting too on that card. Trey Pound's on that card.
Mm.
And then July 15th at the Maryland Live, um, everybody's fighting. Greg's fighting. Short Dog is back.
Cecil McCullough coming home.
Yeah, yeah. Monzo's back. It's gonna be a great card. It's gonna be a great card. And you know Monzo
I'm
looking.
actually anticipating that.
Yeah, he been out the ring for a while. He has some stuff going on, I'm pretty sure, but he's back. So yeah, can't wait to see that. That's gonna be a fantastic card. So July 15th at the Maryland Live Casino in Hanover. Make sure y'all check that out. July 15th. Tickets are available. You probably go to axs.com and type in uh, professional boxing, and you'll see the dates and everything come up to purchase those
Man, I
tickets.
gotta
But
hit you about that card too. So we might need to, I mean, I don't know if I want to make the drive back home that night. So I might just stay in that junk, dog. I ain't even gonna lie.
man,
Lord, we got last time we got out of there, it was like 1 in the morning.
I ain't get home till almost 4 o'clock in the morning because I had to stop and get something to eat. I had to use the bathroom 20 times, bruh. I swear, when I'm driving home, I gotta stop, pull the car up at least 3 times, go to the bathroom every day when I come home from work. It's ridiculous, ridiculous. But I want to talk about, man. So we had the last couple weeks, man. We had some phenomenal ass knockouts, man. And I want to see where you rank these knockouts. I feel like
Nakatani.
both of these knockouts could potentially be knockouts of the year. Nakatani, when he knocked out Andrew Maloney,
Yeah,
and
that didn't need to happen. That was
that was vicious. They probably could have stopped that fight. And then Lopez when he knocked out Malone, not Maloney, Conley, Conley.
I felt so bad for Conor, man.
I feel terrible for him. I feel so bad for him, man.
He because now they're gonna
Oh my
put him in
goodness.
a category. You know what they're gonna say, right? And they probably already started saying it. I haven't
Uh-huh.
checked my British news and stuff like that. You're gonna start calling it. Oh, he's gonna be another Lou Campbell. You know that great amateur that turned pro and had a good career. Is he gonna be like Howard Davis, who's an American, who was the
Hmm.
outstanding boxer of the Olympic Games, but couldn't win a world title before at a high level? Luke Campbell, and now it's Mickey Conley gonna be the same way. That's how they're gonna treat him,
Man,
unfortunately.
I hope not. He fights his ass off. He just gets caught with shots. Oh my goodness. He just got caught. What was it against Lee Wood, right? Lee Wood called him and put him out the ring. I think that might have been a knockout of the year candidate too when he got knocked
He
out.
did get knocked out of the year. He was
It
out
did?
before he hit the floor.
Right. So then he turned right back around in his
Unfortunately,
comeback fight, and he might be knockout of the year again, but on the receiving end of it. So it's like, damn, like
out
for his
before he hit the floor
right. So
again.
for his mental, it's like, yo, like as a fighter, how do you come back from that? Not once, but twice, and back to back, back to back. You know,
Uh,
even health wise, for his health, like going through that much
there you
brain
go.
trauma
That's what
and
I'm
brain
thinking
damage,
about.
it's like,
Yes.
how do you come back from that? Do you take a longer layoff, or do you just say reevaluate? Like, yo, like should I lay these down? You know?
Then on top of that, you got to think this is a guy who wasn't touched like that through
Mm-hmm.
the amateurs. It wasn't really touched much. Had a lot of hard sparring when he turned pro, when he went to first came to America, and it's like it's on for it just.
I like
I was
Slim
just
too. He
surprised
can
that he
fight.
took. Yeah, he can fight. He just has a problem with the tail end of fights with his
Mm-hmm.
motor, because the
Right.
shots that he gets hit with take something out of his motor as he keeps going. But it's like it didn't make no sense to me that he would take such a huge fight as his first fight back,
Yeah.
and that high stakes with the type of knockout you come back from. It's like, all right, give him a. If you want to keep it top 15, keep it top 15, but give him the least threatening one or the least powerful one or something like
Yeah.
that. Give him that. But I commend them, but all right, I'm just gonna call it what it is, man. This is what I'm worried about. I seen this growing up. I saw it with Roy Jones. I saw it with and saw it with guys that I know. When that stone finally chips, when that glass finally shatters, whatever term you want to use, analogy you want to use, when you get knocked out and then you turn around and get knocked out again, and I mean lights put out, and you don't recover a certain amount of time and you wind up getting your lights turned out again, you will never take a punch the same again. I
Exactly.
don't care who
100%.
you are.
100%.
Even with Fernando Vargas, if you go back and look at Fernando Vargas's career, El Fedos, people tip their hats to this man to this day. What up, Big Roy? What up, Big 30? This 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 man fought them all. Didn't duck not a soul. He wanted it. But he admitted it after the Trinidad fight, whether Trinidad, suspected, whatever. We all know. But people always said with Trinidad, after he fought him, he never took a punch the same to his head or body ever again after that fight.
Yep.
And you look at Mickey Conlan, and you got to think with the Trinidad fight with Vargas, he took massive knockdowns,
Mm-hmm.
like brutal knockdowns. Like he went to the wrong corner earlier in the fight when he got dropped. Like I think it was the first or second round when he got dropped. He
Mm-hmm.
went to the wrong corner. That started it all. When he talks about it freely, he's like, "Yeah, I got in the hospital. I get in the ambulance, and I tell my wife, did it look bad? Did I embarrass y'all? Whatever." And she said, "No, you got up every time." He said, "Every time." He was like, "Yeah, you got caught multiple times. You dropped him, hurt him. He dropped you. Then y'all both went at it. Y'all both clipped each other, and then later on, he dropped you two more times." He said he didn't have memory of nothing those late rounds.
Yep.
So you gotta think of his brain shift in those close times during that fight. Now we go to Mickey Kong. He takes those shots, then gets knocked out before he hits the floor. Then he rests. He took what has been almost a whole. I'm not sure.
It's been over
I
a
want to
year. I think
say,
it's been
yeah,
over a year.
at least 8 months. Low ball side, 8 9 months.
Yeah.
Low ball. He comes back and you go in there and you wind up getting that same type of out before you hit the floor. It wasn't even all right. Got touched on the ropes, hands, whatever, boom, boom, whatever,
That
and they
joint was
wave it
vicious.
off. It was vicious out before he hit the floor again.
You made a good point though. Why come back and fight Vanito Lopez? Like he's a puncher, bro.
And he's not just a puncher, he's a volume guy.
Ah, that was a huge risk. I mean, hats off to him. Huge risk. I mean, big cojones to go in there and fight a guy like that after being slept and put out the ring. But golly, bro, like I wonder what the conversations were with his management team and everything. Like, yeah, we're gonna go fight this guy. Like, was anybody in the room like, I object? Not this guy.
No,
Not
no,
this
because you
guy.
know how no, hell no. We know how I game. We know how I go. We
Man,
know
but
how I go.
common sense though, bro. Like,
What? Common sense.
I
Oh,
understand.
come on
I
now.
understand the competitive nature, bro. Like, cause I can relate. Like, I was telling this story the other day. Like, there's been times, on the football field, I don't have no memory of the collisions and the plays I've been through. The only way I know what happened is from watching the game film and the practice film and stuff like that. That's how I know what happened during those big collisions. But I could honestly say like there was a couple times throughout my career I probably should have not played. I probably should have put the helmet down and put that shit away. Going through that kind of brain trauma. That's why I'm saying like I get it in the moment. You're a competitor, you're an athlete, you want to go get it. Like you willing to die for that shit. But there needs to be somebody behind you like, hey, bro, let's have a conversation. Like, maybe this isn't the right guy, or maybe let's take a little bit more time. Let's make sure we're okay before we get. Because look what just happened to him, bro. Like, so now back to back. What's next? What do you do next? You know,
Well, there's a good chance his money might get cut in half if it ain't
right?
just for his name and his prestige. But now you gotta really worry because one thing that fighters do after knockout losses, I saw Lamar Peterson do. I saw a lot of fighters do it. They'll roll off punches where they when you first come back from a knockout, like they'll let you hit them. Almost in a
Mm-hmm.
sense, like I can't stand it when people act so dumb and they on that damn my mixtape page and don't know nothing about what
Uh,
that 3 minutes is like. And they were like all going nuts when Tank was like, "Yeah, I'll let them hit me to see what I'm working with." And that's what we're taught. You're taught, what you always hear me say, bro. When you walk out there, pick, catch, walk. See what type of power you dealing with from this guy, or whatever. So as you doing that, when a guy throws something, you might purposely pick it and roll off with like you'll let the right hand kind of graze you, but roll it off a little bit. Kind of like how
yeah.
you would see Floyd pull and counter, and the glove would touch his face just enough, and he knew what range he would come. You want to see, all right, my take, because you ain't got the headgear on. Because first you'll do it in spawn, but
Mm-hmm.
now you're taking the 16s and the headgear off.
Right.
You put on the eights, and now you're trying to see. Yeah, let me see what I'm dealing with here. And when you take, okay, all right, I took it fine. My vision was there, everything was there. I saw, okay, good, all right, cool. Then you start start getting back into the groove of things a little more as you get to round 4 and 6 and really get going again. And I
Mm-hmm.
know he probably did that, but now as him as Mickey Conlon, now you gotta as Mickey Conlon, now you might have that thought in your head, damn, that's 2 times in a row. I wonder can I even take a shot anymore?
Mm-hmm.
Now you might be gunshot. We just talked about Rolly being gunshot off of one.
Yeah, for sure. Josue Vargas, Gabe Flores. He had a first round knockout his last fight against the guy that Short Dog beat. Um, I still think he's still a little bit chinny, but I have to see. I have to see it. But definitely Josue Vargas, man. Ooh, that's another guy went back to back knockouts or getting knocked
Yeah,
out.
that was bad.
We ain't
And the
seen him
thing was though,
since.
I saw that coming. Yeah, the
Yeah.
thing was I kind of we all kept remember when he was on a roll, and I said, man, that boy's thick as ice. But
Mm-hmm.
he makes one mistake that could get him caught one day, and you was like, what? Y'all could go back and look at this. Hair. I was like, he'll pull off. He slip sliding is all nice, but he'll sit there and be a southpaw, and he'll rock off, but he won't go to where he'll come back and be right on line to where he could one day run right into a right hand as he's coming. And then the next thing you know, remember I didn't see it.
Yeah.
You called me,
Yeah.
bro. Josue Vargas just got knocked out, bro. I said, what? You was like, is it bad? You said, yeah, bro, it was bad.
Crunched him. Oh my! That was the Pater,
I
right?
was like, is it bad? Yeah, I was like, is
Pater.
it bad? You said, yeah, man. I said, what was it late? You said, nah, man, it was early. And it was the way you said he wound up rocking right into the line of the right hand, man. Like you said a couple months ago. I was like, you lying. Send me the clip. You say, I ain't got to send you no clip. Just scroll down your timeline. Because it was going, everybody was trying to make fun of him. Because he remember he had said, did it, try to take the belt off the Payda and that
The
led into
pre-fight
all
was
that
crazy.
mess.
Yeah.
That's why
The pre-fight.
it was just coming down, coming down, coming down. And I was like, oh no. And Tim Bradley said it too. He was like, he had thought if it was one way it was gonna happen, it was gonna be that way. And
Mm-hmm.
that's how it wound up happening. But the other
Yes.
knockout, man, with Nakatani and
Maloney,
Maloney.
Andrew Maloney.
I love them Maloney, bro. I love them brothers, man. I
The
like
boys
them
fight.
boys.
All the heart in the world. I love them boys too. Love watching them go at it.
That did not deserve to happen to him like that. And what
Yeah.
I mean by that, y'all, before y'all be like, what you mean? This the sport, blah blah blah, da da da.
King Mitch, what's up, brother?
Dude, make it make sense. That boy, oh, Snipe, what's up, Keeman? Man, I told you to hit me on Instagram so I could follow you back, man. Keep in contact, man. Where you been at? What
Hmm.
happened? Where you been at?
Hmm. Yeah.
Nah, man, leave Maloney
Mo-
alone, man. That man gave it all he had, man. But
right.
that knockout, we were just talking about Mickey Collins' knockout, and I was saying some of the things. That knockout did not deserve to happen. That was just, I would have, if I was his trainer, that fight could have been stopped. When did he get knocked out? What was it, the 11th?
I think
It
the
was the
11th
11th?
round might have been the 12th. I think it
Yeah,
was 11th. Let me look it up on box
yeah.
score.
Either way, 11 or 12. It was late. That fight should have been stopped in the eighth or ninth.
12th
And that's
round.
being nice. That's being nice. That's being nice, bro. You know what that fight reminded me of? Remember when Pacquiao was beating the mess out of that Olympian? Great Olympian from Chicago. Oh my God, what that his last name was Diaz, but I don't want to say the wrong first name. I think it was Julio. I think it was his name was Julio. He was Olympian. And he was beating the mess out of him. And I'm like, man, this got to be stopped. Everybody's saying that.
Yeah.
And oh, I understand, brother. But yo, I want to make sure I stay linked to you, man. 'Cause you show us a lot of love. But I'm sitting there like, man, this gotta stop this.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, Pacquiao knocks him out, and you can hear Jim Lampley, I think it was Maine to all of them said, man, that should not happen. This should have been stopped rounds ago. And when you're dealing with Mickey Collin and Maloney, because I think Maloney took another bad knockout not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And his
Hold
brother as
on. Let me
well
pull
had
it up.
got who fought Monster. His brother had fought in
Got
UA.
crunched.
Took
Oh my
yeah,
God. Oh my. That
and
was.
it
Whew.
all goes back to what I remember when I was saying about Mickey Collin before you came on here, Mitch. You know about taking those knockouts and then taking devastating knockouts. Two totally different things. Taking a knockout where you okay, you still alert, but you just woozy and they all right, boom, that and they wave it off. That's one thing. But when you get your lights turned out before you hit the floor, and then a short period of time it comes back to that. I never forget what Emmanuel Stewart said about Roy. He said, "What I think is wrong with Roy, of course, we all know the weight and everything else that caused the issue. But when you take devastating knockouts back to back, because this is after the Glenn Johnson, because remember he took the one with Tarver, and he was like, you take two devastating knockouts back to back, you are not you there's a damage that is done to you in the brain that will never allow you to take a punch the same again.
Right. But hold on. So just to clear up Andrew Maloney's record, he's 25-3. He's only lost by KO one time, which was his latest fight. But what you're talking about, he was in two wars with Joshua Franco.
Yes, that's what it
Wars,
was.
two wars, and I think he got knocked down by Franco, but not knocked out. But he took a lot of damage in those fights. But it's all adding up because that last knockout was vicious. Go ahead. Yeah, 25-3, 16 KOs. He's only lost by KO once. But that fight with Nakatani, man, I've never seen the guy Nakatani before until the other weekend. And good God Almighty,
Never
is that
seen
boy
him?
sharp. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I don't like to sit here and cat like I know these guys. I didn't know this guy. Never seen him fight.
Yeah, I seen him fight a couple times.
He is sharp. That Joker is sharp coming out of Japan. And he was throwing that he threw the uppercut all night until he finally got the shot that he wanted with the perfect time. He was throwing that mud all night and he finally landed it.
The announcers were saying it before it happened. He's loading up. He's loading up.
He
He's
walked him
looking
right
for
into
that
it.
one shot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was brutal, man. Brutal.
Troy, the Transformer. I had no idea who that
What
guy
up,
was,
Big
man.
Troy?
But guess what though? Everybody know him now.
Yeah,
People
he
know him
put you on
now.
notice.
Guarantee they know him
He
now.
put
Matter of fact,
people on notice.
what division is he fighting out of? He is fighting out of the super flyweight division. What's that? 118?
Yeah. No, super flyweight. Yes,
118, right?
I believe so. No, because that's bantamweight.
Okay.
119 is bantamweight. 115 is junior bantamweight. So that might be a 115 or so. So I gotta double check. Off the top of my head, it's
Let me
killing me
pull up
right
the,
now.
the top 10 in that division. Pull up the top 10 because he's a problem. And he's tall. He's tall, bro.
Yeah,
Let me pull that up real
but
quick.
his speed, you could probably get around it. That's the big one. You might be able to get around him just
Hmm.
enough. But he does really well with walking into traps. He does very well with setting up certain spots. In certain shots, he wants to throw good combinations and things of that nature. But he did put a lot of people on notice with that because he
Hmm.
carried it late. And also, anytime you carry a knockout late, put makes you
Right.
raise an eyebrow like, oh dang, he stayed strong late. He stayed strong enough late, even though he battered this guy down, batter him down, batter him down. Oh, okay. He stayed strong late. All right, I put that on notice. So it all depends on how where he goes from here.
Right.
But man, I'll keep telling people, man, with them knockouts, I always tell people, man, when you take them knockouts, I think so it's certain when you said it's certain, plays you don't remember and things of that nature.
Hmm.
Yeah, I know a lot of guys who say the same thing I told you about when I didn't remember. When I had the flash knockdown, I didn't remember. I'm like, what the heck? And the next day I heard, damn, it was a hook. It was a hook. And I was like, yeah, those things that happen. Things like
Right.
that happen. So it's like with Mickey Collins, now you have to hear the chirping from people calling them damaged goods.
Hmm.
Now you're gonna have to deal with um is he a hype job? Oh, he doesn't hit hard. The talk is gonna be there, especially from the ones who ain't never boxed a day in their damn life.
Right.
There's gonna be a lot of talk.
Right.
And now my biggest thing is he had no business in a fight of that magnitude, fresh after. I get why, because his stocks were still high.
Hmm.
It's still a good record. All these, I get it. But at the same time, for him to come from a fight family, I'm wondering how in the world did that fight happen? Because there's no way you're gonna force and say to me, yeah, they just threw that on the table and told him he had to take it. You're not gonna make me believe that. There's
Right.
too much prestige behind him and too much name behind him just to say, yeah, you have to take this. This is all we're giving you, or we're
Right.
gonna freeze you out. I don't. I just for some reason that just don't. I don't believe that. I'm sorry, I just don't. So I'm like,
Mhm.
who let him take that? Who let him take that?
That's what I was asking. Like, who in the hell was like, yo, this is a great idea?
Man, let's get you 10 rounds. Let's get you a 10 rounder.
Yeah.
Let's get you a 10 rounder. Let's get you a guy who don't punch that much but got some volume so we can push your stamina a little bit. Get this guy under control.
Right.
See where we at. Because either way, this guy gonna bring it, you gonna get hit, but we can see where you at. But there that imminent danger of having that crushing damage, that crushing power to break you down or knock him out, knock him senseless, dies down just enough. Just
Right.
enough. Well, all right, we as long as he don't make these type of mistakes, this shouldn't happen, type of thing.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what my point was earlier. That's how I was trying to, like, come on, bro. Like, who had the common sense in the team? But not to jump around too much though. I got the information on Nakatani, so he's at 115, which is super flyweight, right?
Yeah,
There's a lot of action down there. You got
yeah.
Juan Francisco Estrada, Chocolatito down there too. You got Franco down there. Sor Rungvisai's down there at 115. It's a
I
it's a
forgot
lot of
about that one.
it's a lot of bump down there for Nakatani, bro. Who else is down there? He
Ain't
has
Bam Bam down there?
Bam Bam. Yeah, Joshua Franco's down there. Woo. Hey yo. And they both in the top five.
Gonna be interesting to see.
They both in the top five. The guy
But
Martinez is down there. Fights on the zone.
yeah,
He hasn't looked impressive his last couple fights though, to be honest. I think Franco beat him. Franco beat him, I think. Let me pull up his box rate. Bam Bam beat him.
so we're gonna tidy up this one after Bank said this. But I want people in the chat to get me to go on these next two topics on what topic we gonna do first. This was a few years ago, but Sinisa Shaw knocked out the soccer mom. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Shorty shouldn't have been in the
yeah.
ring with her. Yeah,
What
that
happened
was
with
some
that
shit.
was the girl that Sinicia fought. Her mom had passed away, and she always promised her mom she would be a professional fighter. So somehow she got her record to like 5-0. Somehow, and I think it
Yeah,
was like 5-0
like
with like
full
four
knockout.
knockouts. Yeah,
Hmm.
something crazy like that. And somehow she got a chance to fight Sinicia Estrada. Whoever the matchmaker was, what are you doing? Come on, bro.
They got a special wing in hell just for you.
For sure. For sure. Because when the bell rung, she didn't even want to come out the corner.
Hmm.
Sinicia ran across the ring and went and got her out of there in like 7 seconds, bro. Like that was that was crazy, bro. That was crazy. Had no business in there with Sinicia, bro. Sinicia is a pound for pound dog. Easily. She in my top 10.
So which topic y'all want us to do next? Y'all want us to go ahead and jump because I've been getting messages about this mess. Y'all want us to jump on this boot. Oh yeah, go. I'm about to say what I do, but you talking about the matchmaking, yeah.
Yeah.
But y'all want us to do this Boots Bud thing first, or y'all want to do it last and we jump on this Montana Love Richardson Hitchens thing first?
Oh, they've been beefing for a long ass time.
Man, what? Oh my God, sit on that one. Mm.
I got Richardson all day.
Oh man,
I got Richardson all day over Montana Love.
we already know that how that's gonna go. What?
All day.
I hate to say it, but
What?
oh man, I'm waiting to see what they want, which one they want us to do first. I'm waiting to see because Lord knows.
I don't even know much about the Bud John. Like I seen a clip of like Bud arguing back and forth with Boots, like
Yes, that's what I'm gonna get. That's what I want to see if they want to talk about. That's the
on the
main joint
phone.
I want to see.
But
But
that's just
oh no, oh no 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 no
that's
no.
all that is.
There's content there to dig into with
Oh,
that.
for sure, definitely. I'm definitely ain't saying
Oh,
it ain't worth
I
talking
want to.
about.
I'm gonna dig into that.
I ain't saying it ain't worth talking about, but yeah,
What Mitch and them say?
they ain't said nothing yet. Go ahead and pick one, bro. He said I got low Africa for sure. I'm not big on Montana Love. I'm not either. I've seen Montana Love fight live. I saw him when he fought Ivan Baranchyk live, and if he didn't catch him with that luck, I ain't gonna say it was lucky shot, but he would have lost that fight to Ivan Baranchyk for sure. He was on his ass. Um, I'm not too big on Montana Love neither. I think he's got the Adrian Broner effect.
Flash in the pan.
He's
Yeah.
he's he's too big for his britches right now. You know what I'm saying?
So I didn't really know him well in the amateurs, but I remember him from the amateurs. Um, kind of parallel. The twin and Montana,
Yeah,
like
100%.
if you they're how they came up, pretty parallel. Montana can fight. He got a backing financially behind him after he put that boy to sleep after he turned pro in a local card. But his flair got it because then he winded up being on. I didn't even know he had turned pro. Once I saw him, I was like, Montana, doing the averages? Oh, it's not good for him.
Pull his
And
box
it was
record up
his
too.
first fight on Showtime. So when I say these fights, you'll probably see it on BoxRec. How I'm gonna say it in order. He fought on Showbox. So he had on, I think he had on a purple outfit. He came up with a shiny purple and purple greenish outfit, and it was changing color. And he had the mirror. Somebody was holding a mirror as he's coming out, and he had roses or whatever, and he's giving roses through the glove to people. And that really got people turning because it ended up on Instagram. Like, yo, what the who's this? Here? You
Mm.
know. So with that, and then when they saw him with he gets in the ring, and he kind of walks like a wrestler. Like yeah, like Gorgeous George or one of them old $1 million or Dollar DiBiase back in the day, like walking like that this thing. He can box, but it doesn't look like he wants to fight. Get what I'm going with this? Like he can box.
Look at his
He can
last
make you
fight.
look bad. He make you look bad. I'ma get there. Don't spoil this for me.
My fault. Go ahead. My
Don't
fault. Go ahead. My fault.
okay.
My fault.
Don't
My fault.
spoil
My
this
fault. My
for
fault.
me.
My fault. My
Okay.
fault. My
Sip
fault. My
your
fault.
drink. Sip your drink.
Damn.
Okay. God dang.
Shit.
So he fought his first fight on Showbox. I think it was 4 fights. No, three. It was three. He outclassed the guy. He hurt the guy, didn't get him out of there, but totally won every round. Moving on. He was back on Showbox 2 months later, I think. 2 or 3 months later, right back on it. And I can't fully remember which fight was first. He fought another guy from Texas, and then he fought Kenny Sims, or he fought Kenny Sims and then the guy from Texas. One of the two.
Oh, he had a good fight early, recently too.
Yeah. So Kenny
Mm.
and I don't know if Troy's still on, but man, Troy can show this to Kenny Sims. I put it out that Kenny beat him. Kenny beat him.
Mm-hmm.
They at the time, Kenny's still sitting down on his punches a certain way, still getting adjusted to it. But he's outboxing. They're both right there, and then it went from being right there to then Kenny went here, then Kenny went here. Montana came here, then Kenny went there. Montana came up a little more, and then Kenny kept going. Kenny completely outshined him, and they called it a draw. Me and Dad was watching that fight. They called it a draw. And it was like, oh yeah, they got plans for them boys. That's why they called that a draw, but King beat him. Because it was an 8 rounder, I think. I think it was an 8 rounder.
Pull it up. I got box rec up right now.
And
Just be
he fought
factual.
another guy. Yeah, that's why I want you to have box rec up so you can let me know how
It
and
was
like
an
the
8 rounder.
scorecards.
That was July
Yep.
20th, 2018.
What was the
Montana
scorecard?
Love. Montana Love's 18-1 with one draw, 9 KOs. Let's see. Let me go back and look at it.
And there was another
Okay.
guy.
So the scorecard was this. The ref was Paul Perry. The
Hmm.
judges were Mike Contreras. He had a 77-75. Bob Lafrat had a 76-76. And Jeff Sinet had a 75-77. Draw. Split decision draw.
Who did he fight before Kenny?
He fought with the very first fight before that. He fought
Yeah.
Ricardo Garcia.
Okay, what was the fight after Kenny?
After Kenny, he fought Michael Ogundo, TKO in the second round.
And then what was the fight after that?
Jericho Walton. Then he fought
I
Cameron
think that's
Creel.
him.
Then he fought
One of them other fights was a draw too, or he won, but it was on Showbox. He fought a guy from Texas,
old lady Fajabi. I think that's what you're talking about. Fajabi. He fought him in
and
Dubai.
that boy gave Montana all he want, but Montana had a little bit more experience to keep a head up above him, kind of like how Kenny beat him, but outboxed him, but
Yeah.
had enough to keep it at. And I'm like, okay, but that right there was this kid, shouldn't be.
There you go, King Mitch.
Yeah, he's very. He got his. He's gonna work and go outside again. You could kind of guesstimate what he's gonna throw. So I'm like, with this guy, and then when I was like, okay, Kenny Sims, I'll let you ride on that because it's Kenny Sims. I'll let you ride. But then when he fought the next kid, this kid can fight. It was strong, but that boy being strong was what kept him
What's
away.
up, Al? My man Al. What's up, man? Thank you for joining the chat.
I'm sitting there like, oh,
We talk about
you,
Montana Love right now and Richardson Hitchison. They both signed to the
right.
zone right now with Eddie Hearn. So we're gonna see what's up with them guys. They beefing heavy right now.
And I'm like, oh, you don't really want to work on the, you want to be look pretty. You don't want it to change nothing. You don't want to adjust nothing. You don't want to fix nothing. Then he went and sparred. Then Kobe, I mean, when Kobe went and started working with Tank. I don't know what Tank had against him, but Tank went at his neck. Soon as
Who?
the sparring session, Tank.
Who?
Montana Love went to go spar
Oh,
Tank
oh,
during
oh.
during quarantine because this is when Tank was getting ready for Santa Cruz.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what the heck Tank had against him, but Tank wanted I don't know. You got to go look at the tape.
Tank, man, with Tank in the gym, man, he be talking all shit. He be talking all shit. He want all smoke with everybody. For real.
And
I can only
it's
imagine him and Montana going back and forth chirping at each other and what that
Tank
turned
couldn't
into.
talk. I mean, no, Montana couldn't keep up. Montana
Yeah.
couldn't talk. He
But
couldn't.
but
He ain't had time to talk.
he can talk, but when they get in the ring, it's different. Cause now you done talk this shit up, and now you gotta go spar with Tank. I can only imagine. I can only imagine, bro.
Go look at the tape. It's still up there. And because he was known, and I think he did that because Montana's known for bullying people when he sparred him. Like he'll get in there with a guy who nowhere near on his level, and instead of carrying the guy, helping the guy, you want to sit there and try to embarrass the guy
Yeah, I saw that
and
sparring.
break his
I saw
spirit.
those sparring clips actually.
Yeah, he tried to break the guy's spirit. And I was like,
Yeah,
I always say, when you ever tell me that, I say, oh, it's coming back. In this sport, it's gonna come back on you. Give it time. It's gonna come. He wind up. Time went past. COVID went down. He winds up getting onto the zone. He wound up signing with Eddie Hearn. And we all knew when he signed with Eddie Hearn, it was the gloss. This kid gonna sell tickets. This kid got a whole mystique on the. He gonna. If you're not a fan of him, you're gonna at least remember him. You're gonna say, "Who the f is this dude with this entourage behind him that he paying, and this little ass dog that he gotta have with him, and a mirror and a comb and a brush? What is this?"
hmm.
That's all it was.
Walking around with a
And
Frenchie, bro. You serious, bro? A Frenchie, bro?
he fought. And once again, he had a spectacular knockout. He caught Baranchek after coming off of multiple wars. Got caught, boom, moved forward. And then it finally showed up on him. Sparks, who was unheralded coming into the fight. Nobody was thinking about Sparks when he fought Montana Love. Not a soul. It was supposed to be another showcase just for him to get some rounds in.
Damn, he dropped my phone.
Man, this dude, you messing up my flow. Stop dropping it.
Go
So
ahead,
that
go
man,
ahead.
he wind up seeing Sparks, and this bam will wind up
Lou, what's
hitting
up,
me.
Lou?
Hey, Mr. Luke. Bink wound up calling me. Man. Yo, did you see what happened, Montel? Nah, man, I just got home.
That was a save face, bro.
Man.
You
Yeah,
did all that to
I'll let
save
you see.
face.
I'll let you know how Bink this how Bink do, y'all. Bink will call me. And if it's something that he really want me to see, Bink will do this. Man, and I'll let you see it though, bro. I'll let you see what you think, bro.
Bruh, when I watched that shit live, I'm still kind of mad you ain't watched. I told you watch the fight. You didn't. You was doing something. What the fuck you was doing? You wasn't watching the fight though. Tried to call you and tell you go watch the shit because I tried to tell you. I'm like, yo, Stevie Spark getting on his ass from the opening
Mm-hmm.
bell. He was on his ass the whole fight, and then when it got out of hand, when he finally caught him and buzzed him up, that's when that shit got out of hand. I'm like, bro, like, what was the purpose of doing all of that? What was the purpose?
Trying
There
to
was no
find a
point,
way out.
and he did. He found a way out, but it's showing up as an L on his record. So
He
I
didn't
mean,
think he would get disqualified.
right. Got disqualified. Man, I don't want to disrespect Montana, man, because he is talented. But like I said, in my opinion, he has the AB effect. Too much too soon, too much bravado. And I understand it's the entertainment business, man. It's boxing. You want to sell them tickets. You want to talk your shit. You want to be flashy. You getting the
Mm-hmm.
paycheck. You want to put the chain on. You want to stand out. You want to do something that's going to draw attention to you, walking out with the Frenchie. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you flip that token, your performance got to match.
Mm.
Your performance got to match. You know what I'm saying? I remember when I played football in high school, our coach would not let us wear wristbands, none of that, no tape, no none of that. We're going ahead to play football. Ain't no point going out there looking flashy and it's the scoreboard is 60-0. You know what I'm saying? Imagine how simple you look. You out there with wristbands and visors and backpacks and stickers and all this. The scoreboard. Let's worry about playing football first, and then we can get to the being flashy. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I relate that to with Montana Love. But when we talk about him
Mm.
versus Richardson, ooh, hey Lou, what you think about that
And
fight? Richardson and Montana Love. I got Richardson boxing his ass, boxing him.
and talking the most shiznit
He from New
to him
York. That's what they do. I got so many
from
friends from New York, and
round
that's all they do, bro. That's all they do.
from round one till it's over. And
Mm-hmm.
then the next thing you will see is Montana Love is released from Eddie Hearn.
You going
If
that
he
deep with it?
is, yes, that's where I was going with it.
Released?
I don't. Yes, I
And
don't. Yeah,
go
either
and go
that.
where?
If he don't get released, he's gonna stay there and be a B side guy. He will not be A side no more. Especially if he don't show up.
He's at
If
140,
he
right?
don't try to, yeah, if he don't go in there and try to fight his ass off with Rich and just go out, man. I'm gonna man. He don't hit hard enough to knock me out, so I'm gonna just go for it.
Right.
It's over. You could call it, can it, cut the bull. It's a wrap. You and your Frenchie out the side door. Don't forget your mirror, your brush, and your comb, and your entourage, and the girl who rubbed your feet too. There it up. Get the fuck out
Hey,
of here, out
yo.
of this dressing room. That's what's gonna happen. It's gonna happen to other guys who fought way harder. What make you think it ain't gonna happen to him who high maintenance?
I feel you. I
This
ain't
type of
arguing.
stuff is I done seen that junk happen. Oh my god, man! And the thing is though,
Look at his rank.
it is good. Is Montana Love is so talented, in my opinion, that if you just give him an inside game,
Mm-hmm.
give him an inside game. Like he can fight on the inside, but he could do it when he's sparring. It's a dude who ain't on that level. I
Right.
mean, really get him an inside, like give him somebody like Coach Mustafa or something like that, because he already got the outside game. He gonna work, add some sprinkles to his outside game. But for now, we gonna work on inside. Don't worry about nowhere near the ropes right now. We worrying about people close you off because we already know your mental makeup right now. We know what people think of you. So their main thing is to rough you up again on the inside. So this is what we working on.
Right.
We'll worry about the outside box and stuff later because you can always go back to that because we already know what you have with that. Right now, the biggest weakness is what we need to focus on. And you
So
teach him an inside game? What?
I
Oh
said,
my goodness.
have his ears boxed clean off. I want to talk about something real quick, y'all, because I just seen this and it's kind of throwing me a little bit.
Shoot, I'm listening.
So
I'll be right back.
I'm looking at the 140-pound division, and I'm looking at the top rankings. I'm looking for Montana Love. He's nowhere in the top 15.
No, he ain't not in the top. Man,
He's
I
nowhere
should
in the
throw
top
this
15.
fucking ball at your.
No, so I'm sitting here looking, and know who is in the top 15, but barely?
Oh,
Jack Catterall.
of course, duh. After all them performances he done had.
What you mean after all the performances? He's 27-1 and barely lost to Josh Taylor, and really beat Josh Taylor, and he's ranked 15. But you got Steve Spark, who just beat Montana Love, that we talking about, ranked number 7. So
What?
bring your ass back in the camera.
I'm coming. Here I come. I just got hot changing shirts and getting something else that you already know.
That's what just threw me. So you got Steve Spark ranked at number 11, Jack Catterall ranked at number 15.
Mm-hmm.
Steve Spark ain't fucking with Jack Catterall on no given day. He not
Nope.
fucking with Jack Catterall. Jack Catterall is a top 10 at least. At worst, he's top 10. At
Yep.
worst. Especially after last weekend.
Yeah.
Oh wow. That would just threw me because I'm going through the rankings through all the sanctioning bodies, WBO, WBC, WBA. He's
Mm-hmm.
Montana Love's nowhere in the top 15. I was just trying to see where he was. He's nowhere in the top 15, which was expected. But when I seen Jack Catterall pop up after last week, I'm like, he's ranked number 15. He's 15. So you telling me he deserves a 15 ranking? Steve Spark deserves number 7 ranking with the WBA, IBF.
Hmm.
Make it make sense, bro. Is he really that marketable because he beat Montana? Because it matches because he beat Montana Love in that fashion where it was a disqualification. Disqualification, he gets ranked 7. But Jack Catterall controversially beat Josh Taylor, right? Undisputed champ, 140. He's ranked 1. He's ranked 15.
Who had to get paid? Hold on. Who had to get paid step aside money
Yeah,
just to let Josh Taylor fight Ramirez?
right. Make it make sense. Because that really just blew my whole night. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna hold you. Come on now.
Mm, 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 mm.
You make it make sense, bro, please, because I can't.
I can't, man. I already done told you this. Welcome to this fecal game of ours. Welcome to this fecal game of ours. How does
Do
your
you,
innocence feel?
I have no more
Feels
innocence.
like fine china, don't it? Just slowly cracking.
Yeah, fine China
Easily
that you
fragile. Beautiful,
playing.
yet so fragile.
Yeah, you playing football in grandma's house and you bump to that China cabinet and you knock all that shit down. That's what that feel like. That's what this feel like.
Mm.
Did you see him fight last weekend, Jack?
Yes, yes, I did.
Man, you could tell he want Josh Taylor. He wants to avenge that. He wants that shit back. Even
Of
though
course.
even though it won't be for any belts. What's Josh Taylor? He got which belt does he got? I know he had to vacate a couple of them. Let me look this up so I can be accurate. Josh Taylor got the WBO,
He got rid of two, I think,
and he
right?
has the ring. He has the ring, the WBO. Yeah, that's it.
He got rid of two or one.
Two.
Okay.
Because Rolly got the WBA. Regis got Regis got the WBC, which is well deserved.
Jeez.
Regis deserves a belt. Regis deserves it. Regis. And then IBF. Ooh,
Chingendejo.
Silbrel Matias. I forgot about him. He's vicious too. Got the IBF. And then Josh Taylor got the WBC and the Ring
Mm.
magazine.
Mm.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey, King, for real though. He said, shit, if I'm Jack Catterall, I'm arguing that I'm number one. I'm argue that to the death. Shit, I'm right there with you. Top five. At 140, he got to be top five, bro.
Then he's ranked what?
He's ranked 15. He's
Mm.
ranked 15
Mm.
in the
Mm.
WBO, 15 in the IBF.
Wow.
He's ranked number 6 in the WBC. Okay. So doing him a little bit better. And the WBA has him ranked nowhere.
Mm.
Nowhere.
Mm. 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 That's a damn shame.
Whew.
Sorry, Uncle Nesto. That's a damn shame.
I mean, you can't make this shit up. Lord have mercy. I mean, the ring got him ranked
What?
number 15 too. You got Tiafimo ranked
Man.
number 1.
What?
Sandor Martin ranked number 5.
What?
This is gonna,
Oh
hey,
my
bro,
God.
this gonna make you log out. You about to log out. Watch this. Ryan Garcia ranked number 6 at 140.
Oh my God. Ain't for the soul yet.
Hey, but guess
Ain't
what
for the
though?
soul. Hold on real quick, yo. Hold on real quick. Hopefully y'all can hear this. Hold up.
I'm telling you, bro, it's crazy. The world is crazy.
Hey, hard work. Ryan Garcia just moved up to 140, right? Guess what he ranked? Number 6. He heard that. He said, how the hell did you get that?
Man, it don't make no sense.
Ain't fought nobody yet. Mm. This game, man. This is a fickle game.
Yeah, for sure. He's on
Lord, this game we play.
for sure.
Good God Almighty.
But that
Unbelievable.
shit, they might mess around and make a damn Montana Love Ryan Garcia fight or something like that. That's another guy beyond Rolly. It's
Mm.
marketable. I understand the business aspect, but I was tight when Ramirez chose to fight Comey opposed to fighting Regis. What happened? There was something that happened behind the scenes with that, with Ramirez and Regis. They were supposed to fight. Oh, Ramirez, he got married, right? He got married and decided to take time off and spend time with his family. Then fight Regis, but Regis needed a
Yeah.
fight, so Regis fought. Regis fought for that belt, and then I guess as time went on, the business side, he
Yeah.
ended up fighting Comey. But I don't think Ramirez ducks any action. I don't think he's that kind of fight. I think he wants smoke for sure. That's a good fight.
Now,
Not Josh, Ramirez and Regis.
uh, has Ramirez, how many times has Ramirez even fought since?
Let's look that up.
Since,
Let's be
uh,
actual factual. I'll pull it up.
I don't think he only fought once, but yeah, one comeback fight, I think.
I think one. He fought Comey. I'm pretty sure.
Richard Comey beats Montana Love. Even after all the wars, right
Right.
now. Yeah, 30.
Okay, so he lost to Josh Taylor. He came back and beat Pedraza. That was March 4th of last year. And then he just beat
Mm,
Comey. Okay, so now it's making sense.
okay.
It's making sense. But man, his resume, Lord have mercy,
Yeah.
incredible resume. You can't doubt Jose Ramirez, man, for sure. Hell of a fighter. I think Josh Taylor just had his number that night.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Had his number.
Now, let's finish this Montana thing off. Shall we? Oh, wait. Mine was Targo and Fortuna fights were at 140. Golden Boy special pulled up some smaller guys.
Yeah.
And
Tiger
guess
wasn't
what?
fucking. He wasn't fucking with Ryan. He was Fortuna.
Guess what, Mitchie? Guess what, brother? Oh, that's about to change.
I agree with you, Lou. Jack beat Josh Taylor. I think.
Yeah, he
Did I
beat
call
him.
you? Did I call you after that one too? I probably did. I called you after all these damn fights. I was blown when they read the decision for Josh Taylor. That was another one. It was a close fight, but it was clear who won the close fight. It was clear who won the close fight.
You know what, Ken Mitch? How you doing, brother?
Except for
Come
Josh.
on, have this talk with me, man. I can't see you, but I'm hoping you're having a nice snack in your time. Come over here with me. Some things about change around these parts, and I don't give a damn about how many guys that Ryan done got away with, because guess what? He ain't no different too far from Rolly. He just got a little bit more natural talent and a little bit more coordination. Because sooner or later in this game, my father always would say, go get the work before it come get you. Because you can't run from it. It's either that or get out the game. So he could go ahead and have Targo. You have all them guys. That's fine. You did that? Fine. But guess what? Sooner or later, you got a guy over there down that block. His name's Teofimo Lopez. He said he want to see you. Got another guy over there around the corner, like 2 blocks over. His name is Regis Prograde. He said he not even thinking about you, but he'll dog your shit for the right price. Down that street over there, you gotta go past where the lake at, where the pond is. There's this guy named Josh Taylor. He said he has time for you. He don't care about any man or whatever. So he laughed, but every single one of these guys is laughed. Like mentioning over there, uh, you have this other guy. He just likes coming and just fucking up the party and leaving. His name is Sandor Martin.
He can box though, bro. He's smooth. He's smooth. He like that old ass Cadillac, old as hell, 200,000 miles, but that engine still runs smooth. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
Just a smooth ride. You ain't gonna do 80 in that joint. You're gonna do about 65, but it's a smooth 65. You feel like you're doing 80 in that damn Cadillac. That's Sandor Martin, man. You know what I'm talking about? That's Sandor. He's so smooth, man. I rock with his style, man, for sure. For sure. Go ahead. My fault. That just brought back a damn memory.
You know what?
Go ahead, bro.
But to me, Sandor Martin like my car. Just a smooth, like that full cylinder.
hmm
Ain't got too much strength. But yeah, they just take off nice and quick,
Right.
smooth, get in it. Some nice smooth rocket you where you want to go.
Uh-huh.
And got a nice even engine. Ain't nothing no, ain't nothing
Yeah.
too strong. It just got enough. Everything is just smooth
hmm
and
Keep it
can
clean.
maintain no matter what you put it through. It maintains.
Yeah. Keep that oil change in that joint, air in the tires. You're gonna have a good ride. Sure.
So
I see where you're going with this, Al. I see where you're going. I'm not arguing with y'all tonight. I'm not doing it. I was just arguing with Carl and Chris, the blueprint at the gym, about that fight. I'm not doing it tonight. We ain't got enough time. We can do it
man,
tomorrow.
but man, all of them guys, man, at 140. Ryan, you know what? Ryan isn't ass per se. He's not basura. He's not completely basura.
Not but sorta. Hey
All
yo.
right. No solamente basura. No, he's not. But, but, but,
Grande sombrero.
but, what the fuck? A big hat. What the fuck a big hat got to
Big
do with anything?
cap. He's capping.
Oh, big lion. Oh,
He
I'm like,
cap.
oh, cause you know me, I'm like, this other thing, I'm like, huh? What the hell I got to do with a cowboy hat? And then, my bad. But the thing about it, because I remember I watched him come up in the
Hey
amateur.
yo, Mitch, you funny
Ryan
as
can
hell.
fight, but Ryan, he make himself look bad. Everything he always want to show off. Everything got to be super fast, super fast, super fast. Oogish, oogish, every time with his brother with the mitt, and they just gotta overdo it. It's like one step above watching the Island Boys do the pad.
Oh my god, you did not just disrespect him like that, bro.
Yes, I did. And if I was to
Oh
see them, I'll say, yeah, I said it.
my god.
It's
Yo said the
one step
Island boy.
higher. It's one step higher because all it is just, hey, hit this target right here as fast as you can.
The Island Boys. Have y'all
That's
seen
all it
that?
is. Because if you slow it down, you'll see how many mistakes he's making.
Hold on, pause. If y'all have not seen the Island Boys hit the Mets, man, please, and you'll understand how disrespectful this man.
Stop, man. But
If
the
you have,
thing though,
hey yo, go type in the Island Boys hitting the Mets, and you gonna be like, yo, he's crazy. He gonna get us
so
canceled.
this my thing though. He makes so many,
Hey
but the
yo,
boy is strong, quick, but he want to do everything so fast. He'll make 20 mistakes for this not one nice punch. The punch look nice, but you slow it down and look at how sorry and mistakeful he makes things. You ain't never once seen Ryan do this in shadow boxing. Just take it slow. No, there it is. Never once. Like take it slow, then build up. All right, there it is. A little bit more. Lift my hook up more. Bang. Okay, okay. Like never once have you ever seen him do that.
half the time he
Not
shadow box, his
once.
eyes be closed, bro. He be like this, eyes be closed, bro. What is you doing?
And it's like
It's different. From, I
if
don't
that boy
know.
was to just bend his knees a little more, look at where he's going when he steps back. Know where he's at in the just the little things. Man, it'd be so much better. Lord have mercy. So but he ain't complete trash, but he definitely will piss you off watching him. Cause you see the talent and it's like this dude, bro.
He has so much potential, bro. If he was well polished with that X factor, he'd be vicious, bro. If he was polished like a polished boxer, woof, he could really be vicious
bruh.
with his size, his reach,
Yep.
speed, everything. He has the tools to be vicious as hell, bro. That's why I'm not against him linking up with Derek James because if I think anybody in the game could maybe get to him, it's probably gonna be Derek James. He's a great coach. You know,
And
it's
get
like
that teeny bop bullshit out of him.
you never know. Like let's look at like the NFL or like college coaches like Nick Saban and guys like that, how they can take raw talent and turn it into something great. I look at Derek James that way. You know what I'm saying? Can take a raw talent and turn it into something. A lot of these kids, hold on. A lot of these kids coming out the inner city, grew up with no father in the household. They have no discipline, no structure. They used to get in their way, doing what they want to do. When they get over with Nick Saban, all those bad habits that they accrued for 18 years, when they get to Nick Saban, none of that shit fly because there's a structure that's already been in place. It's been proven. The proof's in the pudding. Derek James' proof is in the pudding. He's a great coach.
Okay. I
So
really
I
want to
can
get to the
see,
boost thing.
I can see. Hold on, let me
Go
finish.
ahead. Yeah,
So
yeah,
I
yeah,
can
yeah. I
see,
got you. Come on.
yeah, I can see. Go ahead and lean back, lean back. You too close to the
Thank you.
camera. Bag up, bag up, bag up. I like Derek James. I respect
Yes.
him as a coach, and it takes
Yes.
certain. Every coach isn't for everybody.
Yes.
Eddie
Yes.
Reynoso is a great coach as well too. Not to knock him and say he's a bad coach because he couldn't get Ryan Garcia to be coachable. It takes that right coach to make somebody be coachable. You understand? So I'm not saying it's going to work, but if I had to pick somebody out of all the great coaches in boxing actively, it'd probably be Derek James. If you look at his track record and all his fighters, look at Frank Martin, you look at Errol Spence, just to name the top two. Look at their discipline, their structure. They're the Alabama University of boxing. Now I'm standing on that. So go ahead, go
All
ahead, go
right,
ahead, go ahead.
we're gonna make this quick so we can go to this whole phone call conversation thing. I understand what you're saying. I respect it,
He said he keep calling him Queen Cat.
but
That's all
didn't
I'm
he just
saying.
come from Eddie Reynoso? Didn't he have his best performances with Eddie Reynoso? Wasn't there structure there? Only knock on Eddie Reynoso is he has no B plan. When you're losing, it is if we sticking to plan A, we're gonna figure this out one way or the other. And this boy went there and would go in there, put his cup on, shadow box for 15 minutes, get out the ring and leave and go back across the border. This is phone calls that I got. Disclaimer, I don't know how true it is. But multiple people called me and said,
I got you, Al.
and this boy will continuously go here, come back. Then he go in there, he'll act like he don't get this much attention. Then it's this problem, it's that problem. Okay, cool. We'll stick with what you said. Not for everybody. So now he goes to Derrick James. In my opinion, I would have loved to see him go to Cronk with Coach Sugar. I would have loved to see that because I think he would have got him right as well.
King Mitchell right there with you. A stiffler for doing things correctly. Correct.
And that's what. And I think if he would have went to Sugar up in Cronk, I think that would have been another guy that could have used his offensive skills and just enough of the defense to get him right. But both ways, he's still getting his ass kicked in the gym because you go to Cronk, it is Cronk till this day. So I'll just say that. But now he's going to Derrick James. Who has a fight coming up right now out of that camp? I'm just wondering. I'm so far.
Exactly.
Who has a fight coming up? No, just answer the
Exactly.
question. Who has a fight coming up in that camp right now?
Everybody know who got a fight coming up under Derrick James. Errol
Exactly.
Spence.
So
You don't think it's good for him to
he's
be
in what way? And
in
what?
that
Hold on,
environment,
hold on,
getting that
hold on.
experience?
And who is he in between weights with? Earl and Frankie. They both gonna be whooping his ass
Good. Good enough for
all
him.
up and through that gym, and they
Good
gonna
enough
run him
for him.
up out of there. They gonna run.
But
I'm sorry. I bet you amount of money he's gonna be there for one camp. He's gonna be up out of there, and he's gonna run back to his daddy, back to his garage in California, and just train out of there.
okay, so that's on him. That's on him not being coachable. That's my only point is this. Derrick James is a phenomenal coach.
Hell yeah.
A phenomenal coach, man. Every coach, you could be the greatest coach in the world, but you may not be able to pull the best out of that one athlete or those couple of athletes. You know, it takes deeper than a coach and athlete connection. You gotta be able to connect with an athlete deeper than just the sport and actually gain their respect and their trust. It's almost like fatherhood or being a teacher with your class. You have to gain your class's trust. When the class trusts you and they become comfortable, they respect you. You can say, class, be quiet, and the class will be quiet. But when you're the teacher and the class don't respect you, you tell the class be quiet, they're gonna keep talking above you. It takes more effort to get that class be quiet. So I'm looking at Ryan Garcia. Eddie Reynoso is a good coach, but I think Eddie Reynoso's athlete that he deeply connected with was Canelo. Canelo is they got a connection unlike any other. Look at Andy Ruiz. Who else out of that
Oscar
camp?
Valdez.
Oscar Valdez. Great fighters, but they don't have that gel and mesh like Canelo and Eddie got. Ryan Garcia wasn't able to gel and mesh with Eddie Reynoso. Maybe that's why he wasn't able to be in it or had the want to be in the gym as much as he should have been. But I'm looking at Derrick James and his method of coaching, his style of coaching, how militant it is. I'm sitting here thinking that's a great match. I like this matchup for Ryan, and hopefully Derrick is a guy that can bring the best out of him. Because I don't want to sit and hate on Ryan. I know we all make fun of him and call him Grande Sombrero and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, I want to see that guy do well. I want to see him do well. I want to see his talent, his natural ability manifest into something great. Because like you just said, he has the ability. He's just not polished. And so many things, small things he could do right to make him a great fighter.
Yeah, we'll see if he can
It's
actually bend his knees and step under and roll
right.
out for once.
Who does that great though? Who has a fight coming up that does that great? Huh?
Earl
Yeah. Okay.
and Derek James already get you to go from this from let me get half my face. Go from
Yeah.
right there to right here to right back here to here to inch to whoa
One of the
and
best
out.
at it. One of the best at it, man. So we'll see. I'm not gonna knock
We'll
it yet.
see.
We'll definitely see.
All right, let's finish this up with this. What y'all think of that phone call? What y'all think of that phone
Frank
call?
Sanchez old face ass over there. Frank Frank Sanchez is old as hell. He look old as shit. Wait, he Cuban? Y'all be killing me on here, man. I love the streams. The streams is funny.
Man, he ain't fought. Dang, he ain't
No,
fought.
Frank fought a Jogba, right? His last fight.
That was a minute ago, bro.
I think it was late last year.
He outclassed him. Man, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm like, man, he gonna
Mm,
outclass the hell out of job, but he ain't staying there in front of him.
right.
He
He
gonna
said,
keep it turning, man.
and my man Al said you a damn walking computer when it comes to boxing. He a
No,
walking
I'm not.
gigabyte. He a walking
Oh
gigabyte.
my
He be doing
god.
calculations and he
Thank
a
you, Mr.
walking
Al.
gigabyte. Damn, a walking
Thank you, Mr.
encyclopedia.
Al.
But go ahead. Go ahead about the last topic.
So I saw the clip with I saw the clip where you see Boots is with Gillian Waller and they call Bud and he's like, yeah, I've been wanting to fight. It's a
Hold
I
on. I
see
thought
what
I
Boots is
thought Bud
doing.
I thought Bud was with Gillian Wallow and they called Boots. They called Boots.
Either way, whatever
Okay.
way, I
Just
don't
for
know.
context.
Yeah, either way, one called the other, and somebody was with Gillian Wallow, and they wound up Gillian Wallow foul as shit. Them man was dude. They them dudes who be like, yeah, my mans can fight. They them dudes that get you into a rumble, son. I know guys like that. I swear. They're like, man. So when you get in them situations, like, I'm sorry. I get what Boots is doing. And I get what Gillian Wallow were doing. It's because that's their man. It's like, oh, all right. We can spit that out there because a lot of people out there feel like he's the boogeyman right now. Like, he has that same mystique that I was around with Jared when Jared was coming up. And it was like, hey, yo, Shorty coming up, like, such. And to be honest with you, Boots skunks Jared in the department of like the boogeyman because it was more so, man, Jared gonna run you out the gym, he gonna run you out the ring, and he can crack, so he's gonna break you down. It's gonna be punishment. With Boots is, man, he gonna knock your lights out, and on top of that, you're not gonna be able to keep up with his skills, his feet, his figure eight, his pull, step, slide, pull, turn, then you slide, pull, figure eight to a switch to here, and it's just all these different aspects. I get it. It seemed like though to me, it was a cahoots thing. Like, yo, the fight's official, but I want to come on the show and he's gonna talk about it and promote it on one of the top podcasts in the nation right now, in worldwide right now. It's
Yeah.
Gillian Water. You want to talk about it on the show? We're gonna throw your name out there. Just keep your phone free, fool. And actually, he calls. And guess what? That gets us talking about Boo. That gets us to not forget about Boots right now. Even though like you're not forgetting about him, but like just to make sure, hey, such and such is right around the corner. Let's not forget about that guy. And then when the fight's over, whoever wins this, it's somebody guarantee you one report is gonna say in the post fight. So now that you won, do you think if they order a mandatory for you to fight Boots, would you do it? That now that question came back because now you don't put his name back. It's like no out of sight, out of mind for him now. How does it? What do you put him to say? I've been wanting this fight since 2018.
I don't know all the
Come
logistics.
on now,
I don't know all about that. I don't know if he been wanting
dude.
it, he been
I
calling it,
I
whatever.
know because this boy was still coming up. He was man, y'all. Boots was fighting like every 2 weeks. That
But
man would go to South Carolina, come back to North Carolina. He would make his way up and down this East Coast, whooping ass just to build his record up.
but what does wanting to fight actually mean? Like what kind of weight does that hold? Because who wouldn't want to fight Errol and Terrence? Of course
You
he
know
wants to
why?
fight them. But they put some.
Why you
Oh,
poking?
I've been wanting to fight since 2018. Of course you have.
This that junk that boot that you be doing that I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you, Junior. I'm
No,
not
because
touching you.
I don't understand that.
I'm not touching
Hold
you.
on, hold on, hold on,
Yes,
hold
you
on,
are.
hold on, because they did the same thing with Danny Garcia before he fought Errol Spence. I've been wanting to fight since
Either
whenever.
way.
And he said, "Stop the cap. You ain't been wanting this fight for 2 years. Who gives a damn if it was 2 years, 3 years, 5 years? If he wanted to fight, he wanted to fight. So what is the emphasis on
I
wanting to fight?
just
Did you get the fight?
told you because he's like the boogeyman. A lot of people feel like he's the boogeyman right now. He's the guy that's gonna knock them off. Like that's
That's what
what
I'm
people are
saying.
quietly
It's
saying.
but it's
So no
obvious. We
matter
know
what,
that. We know
no,
that.
but think for a second. If you sitting there and this guy Boots has not fought, he stayed on top of his social media, but he hasn't fought.
He
And
just
now this fight has happened. So now it's like, okay,
he just fought
out
on
of
Tank
sight.
Star.
I know, but it's out of sight, out of mind. So it's like if you're not thinking about that, you're not gonna think about that. You're not gonna say nothing about it. It's out of sight, out of mind. So now he keeps
He just said
his
what I
name
was
out
saying.
there, so he can sit there and say Boots has been calling out the top guys, but he knows he has no real. Yeah, everybody
That's
and
what
their
I'm
mama
saying.
know.
That's what I'm
Everybody
saying.
and their mama know he's not gonna get that because this is a potential 3 fight deal. We all know that shit ain't gonna happen no time soon. They're not gonna allow it to happen. They're gonna pay Boots some step aside money before they let him fuck up that money. That's call it what it is. Sorry, Uncle Nesto. I'm gonna hear about that in the gym tomorrow. But it's just you have to understand that this it was tactical. Every 2019, I mean 2018. Come on, now you still make your way up. Be allowed to try to fight every 2 weeks, fighting twice a month, 3 times a month. Every at one point you was nonstop just to sit there and be like, y'all going so that way y'all know I'm right here. I know I'm right here. Because remember, he fought when was that fight with Garcia? It was January, right? When Boots fought Garcia here, that was what, January or February? I think it was February.
Either
And when that,
early February or late January, one of the two. I
yeah.
think it was
So
early in
either
the year.
way,
He just fought not too long ago.
yeah. So 3 months, so four, almost 5 months now. So it's just a still put it out so that way that one reporter says, if you was to beat him, would you fight him next if it was offered as a mandatory? Just to throw it out there because we already know it might be another 2, 3 fights before that might happen. Not just with Earl, but for Boots too. He still got to fight another 2, 3 fights. And you know what's gonna happen when he does get a belt? Sniper's gonna be coming up. A lot of guys gonna be coming up. Then they're gonna try to say Sniper. Why don't you? Hey, how about when you want to fight this guy?
That's the
That's just how the
cycle,
game
man.
goes. That's
That's
just
the
how the
cycle.
game
That's how it
goes.
is. That's why I was saying, what's the big emphasis on? He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight. Everybody wants to fight. Keith Thurman wanted to fight with Floyd and them when he was coming up. Sean Porter and Earl, they all wanted to fight. They wanted to fight, but like he said, realistically, were they gonna get that fight? No, they wanted to fight.
While I eat my
Who
Panera
wouldn't?
bread cookie, I'm gonna ask you something real quick,
Who
Sean.
wouldn't?
Okay? You want a piece? No,
Well,
it's
put
the
that
it's the
dry
candy
ass
cookie.
cookie down.
Oh no, this ain't dry. It's
You gonna have a
Panera
whole
bread
sore
candy
throat. Eat
cookie.
that cookie.
Hey, my
Hell
weight
no.
look good. I don't know about you. My weight on point
Man, my
right
weight
now. I can
good
eat this
too.
right now.
I'm healthy.
I'm good. I'm in camp right now. I can eat that. I'm good. I'm at
Lord
144.
Jesus. Lord Jesus. Fix
Anyway,
it. Fix it.
sir,
Ask the question. What you got?
do you think this? I saw something about and heard some static about Keith Thurman may have no other choice. They kind of pressing him to sign the fight boots, kind of make it a give or take thing, and this is all you're getting type of thing.
Do I think it's true?
Mm. What you think
I
about that?
mean, if you look at the timeline in the welterweight division,
Grande sombrero, grande sombrero.
possibly. But if you look, I'm looking at the timeline, and
I don't got him doing it, bro.
everybody has pretty much fought
Yeah.
recently or has fights scheduled or camps and shit scheduled besides Keith. So it's like, where else? Unless he fight somebody in like the top 20, 25, something like that. But Keith wants to fight the top. Who else is at the top?
They ain't earned a damn thing to do it.
You know, Virgil and Stanionis got a fight coming up. They locked in.
Oh God.
Boots. Who else? Some other dogs at 147. Forgive me if I'm forgetting anybody, but yeah, I don't know if it's cap or not. But a fight with Keith Thurman and Boots, I think that'll be a good name on
Career
his resume.
suicide.
Career suicide for Thurman, but it'd be a good name on Boots' resume
Everybody.
to say, I'm coming. I'm this much closer to y'all's tail now.
So let's scratch Boots for a second. Let's stay on Keith Thurman because he ain't retiring. It seems he looked good his last fight, but now he's on another hiatus of taking time off. I don't see him fighting nobody and doing well. I don't see him fighting Virgil, Stanionis, Boots. It don't matter. Whoever you call, it ain't happening. It ain't gonna go well for him.
Get him, Trey.
Trade
You been,
foul.
you been carrying on all night on this damn podcast, Trey. Get him.
I
Get
come
him.
on another podcast. The first thing I see is you eating a cookie. That way better be good. Hey, go ahead with that, cuz
I wouldn't say
man.
Thurman isn't washed. He's not washed. He's been inactive. He's had
Nah,
too many
yeah,
long inactive spurts in his
and
like later
bad
in his
injury
career and
recoveries.
injuries and stuff. But I wouldn't say he's washed because his last couple performances have been good. Like he did Barrios filthy. Then he fought who after that? He fought you guys? Did he fight you guys? Or who did he fight? I'm gonna pull it up. I don't want to be inaccurate. I don't want to be inaccurate. But I definitely want to say Keith Thurman's washed. I think he's just wasted a lot of time. Well, not I can't say wasted because he's been hurt. He's been hurt a lot. But definitely not washed. But he's over that hill where his age and everything is up there. You know, his durability is up there. It's starting to do this. So it's like I wouldn't say washed, but I would say he's losing his window to shine. I would definitely say that.
Not just that, but he's playing with that thing
Barrios was his
where
last fight, and that was
he
last year, February 5th.
he's dealing with that thing right now. That thing where I know it happened to a lot of fighters where you want to take you don't want to train them as hard anymore. You because you already know what you got. You know what type of guy you got. You don't want to burn him out. He had bad injury to his shoulder, bad injury to his elbow. You want to take your time with him. Don't burn him out. And that's fine. But you also worry that at this time, as good as he looked against Barrios, and he did look good, I saw slippage. Not bad, like horrible slippage, but a natural erosion type of slippage. Like, man, this dude been doing this, amateurs, all that stuff, all the way up to now. He lost 2 tenths of a second. But that 2 tenths of a second can kill it on what the hell? I don't even want to read the comment. I know it's coming. Thurman has definitely slowed down. His body made out of oh,
Bro, y'all are crazy.
I gotta see this guy. I gotta meet this guy, yo.
Got to. King, you funny
We
as hell,
gotta
bro.
meet this guy. Hey, bro,
Matter of fact,
if
let's
if
get him
you're
on the show.
available,
Let's get him on the show.
if
Let's get him on the
you're
show.
also Misa wants to get Misa didn't get a chance to hit me back. He texted me earlier saying I'm blocking y'all. I hit him just to check on him. He said,
Yeah,
ironic you hit me while I'm wearing y'all shirt. And he sent me the picture. I gotta send you the pictures so you can post
yeah,
it. But yeah, Misa wants to get on
for
too.
sure.
And
Hey,
but
Mitch,
we gotta
Mitch,
get him on, man.
Mitch, drop your email in the chat,
Or
right?
yeah, drop your email,
Or,
man.
or
Please.
private chat it or something, and then I'll send you the link and we'll get you on the show, man. Because I gotta have you on this.
Yeah, man. It might be tomorrow. If
Yeah,
we free tomorrow and we do this tomorrow night, we
yeah,
man,
for
and
sure.
we ain't got no guests, I'm gonna shoot you on here, man. Ben
Yeah,
gonna send it to you, bro.
for
Dead
sure.
serious.
Let me see if I can. How do I do this? I'm still new to this platform. How to work?
Copy. Just hit share link and it should already go there. But if not, just go ahead and copy link or share link or whatever. Either way, paste. Copy, paste, or share. But man, he's slowing down like just over time, just skill set, just 20 plus years of doing this damn thing. You're gonna lose a tenth of a second. You're gonna lose 2 tenths of a second. And that's what I see. And with that 2 tenths of a second, with how things is going on at the welterweight division has been known for decades as being a division that once you slip, it could be a bad slide where you'll be out the door and you could be just destroyed. Like, perfect example. Sorry, Mr. Ray, just telling the truth. But we remember Donald Curry when the Lone Star Cobra was coming up. Everybody, when Ray came back that first time, oh Ray, won't you fight him? Won't you fight him? And he didn't want that problem. Mike McCullum with Hagler. You know that Mike McCullum talked to him a few years before he passed. Say, hey, now how come you never made shared no money with me? That's what he said. Shared no money with me about that fight. So you just had those things. It was like, man, this not the weight class where I could really get away with a lot. Where I could get away. It's not too many guys that I can fight next where I could get away with beating on this guy and just stay in this type of level because there's too many other killers that are. It's more killers than is guys that I could go in and have an easy night again. So it's like he's short either way, and what's gonna wind up happening? They're gonna do this. This is who you got. You got, and it might just be one guy, or it might be three, and all three killers, and say you gonna take it or leave it.
He made a good point. Again, Thurman is in a weird space right now. His profile is too high for stay busy fights to be active, but he needs fights to shake off the rust. Definitely in like
Yep,
that rock in a hard place. He's right
yep.
there. He's right there. Trey Pound. Boots washes Keith Thurman, but that would be a great look for him on paper to solidify his spot with the title shot. Honestly, that's what I said. That's
Not
that's
just yeah,
that's
exactly. He
a good
just said
name.
that.
It's a good name on the resume.
Yeah,
Keith
and
Thurman.
whether it's Stan
Yeah,
Jonas, Virgil, none of them guys he can't beat none of them guys right now.
mm-mm.
Even with his experience, because that erosion of losing 2/10 of a second because of injuries and time and 20 plus years of doing this stuff.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Hey, Trey, don't tell Uncle Nestor about early in the show that I cursed.
Hey,
I don't
yo,
want to hear his
Trey.
mouth tomorrow,
Hey,
yo.
hey, Trey, can you give this guy the shirt so I can pick it up on Friday, man? Cause he talking about he ain't trying to pick up the shirt for me, man.
What shirt? I didn't say that, dickhead. Oh,
Come on,
damn.
man.
Man, don't tell Uncle Nestor, bro.
Boy, I'll call
Damn.
you. I got you. I'll text your mama right now.
Not a
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah,
Boy, but what
yeah,
shirt? What shirt you? No, because I thought I had said, no, I ain't getting nothing. I said, but yeah, I got you. What
yeah.
shirt
All
is
right.
it?
The
Oh, get Trey
yeah,
shirt?
yeah. I bought a shirt from Trey.
Oh, yeah.
I
I
ain't picked it
told
up
you,
yet.
yeah. I'll be at the gym tomorrow. So, yo, Trey, I was supposed to be there today, but mom and dad was like, no, I'll take one more day to rest. But I'll be in there tomorrow and Thursday. And I'll be able to change my schedule to be in there. But let me know what time y'all been there tomorrow. Text me, please. Let me know what time y'all in there tomorrow.
My man, appreciate you, Trey. Trey Pound. Make sure y'all check him out. June 24th, man.
Man,
Come buy y'all tickets. Come buy y'all
oh,
tickets.
mm,
Yes, sir.
nasty.
He said no way Thurman versus Barrios should be on pay per view. They had to,
Thank you.
especially immediately after Tank stopped him. Yeah, that was not. I almost didn't want to buy it, but I said, you know what? Barrios is a good dude, man. He's a real
Say what
humble,
I said.
huh?
Say what I said.
Back then,
Remember you asked me? He asked me, yo, June, you ordering it? I ain't ordering that
yeah, you
bug.
said you wasn't buying it, but me personally, I buy all the fights. I buy them all
Yeah, yeah.
just to because I just love boxing
Support.
and I support the fighters regardless if they trash or not. They got in the ring. I
Yeah.
just respect it, so I'll support the fighters. The only one I didn't buy though, I didn't buy.
Jake Paul. At
No.
least.
Definitely not that. That don't even count. It was it was the heavyweights. Was it Frank Martin when he fought was it Frank Martin's fight? It was a pay-per-view fight. I said, I'm not buying that. I think it was Frank Martin's fight was pay-per-view. It was a heavyweight fight.
Was
And I
it
think it was
no Luis Ortiz against Andy Ruiz? That was the one you
yes.
didn't get.
Yes.
Yeah,
I'm not buying that. Are you serious, bro? I'm not buying that. That's not a
yeah.
pay-per-view fight. It's not.
And you
That's the
didn't
only
buy the
one.
Andy Ruiz against Chris Ariola.
No, I
You
bought
weren't
that one.
doing
I
that.
bought
Oh,
that
you
one.
bought that
I
one.
bought
Okay,
that
I
one.
didn't
Yeah.
do that one.
I bought that one. And for real, Chris Ariola got on his ass on first two rounds, knocked him down,
Yeah, he
almost
knew
put him
him.
out.
Because he
Right.
knew him. He knew him since he was a kid. He knew all his tendencies.
He knew him, and he came out. Andy Ruiz came out. That's why I like Eddie Reynoso, but I feel like he has like this cookie cutter style of training where Andy Ruiz came out fighting just like Canelo. He looked like Canelo. He was showing he had Canelo, and he caught an overhand. I think it was overhand right. He was trying to slip
Yes,
and roll
put
like
right here
Canelo.
on the occipital lobe.
Right. That's not Andy Ruiz's style. It's not his style. But
His
once he
style
got
was to
back,
pull in and
right,
bow,
right,
come up top.
right, and then once he got back to being Andrew Ruiz, he was able to turn that fight over. But I think that played a role in him leaving too, leaving
Of
Reynoso.
course.
But he's like I say, he's a great coach. He's a great coach.
There's
But
no B. There's no B side. There's no. I mean,
right,
there's no plan B.
exactly,
There's never no plan B.
exactly. We got
And I
what's
never
tomorrow's turn?
understood that.
Yeah, go ahead on that. Go ahead on that. Why there's no
I
plan
never
B
understood that.
with Reynoso?
Real quick for Mr. Al. How about this, Mr. Al? You coming in tomorrow? You shoot something as well. We gonna probably as time, it's always boxing news that's coming out. It's starting to look like TMZ these days.
No, for
But
sure.
we'll wind up going as we go. But when you go in, you want to shoot something that you want us to talk about, shoot something. And before we get off, G-Lo had a question for us that I posted that he wanted us to say on speak on. But when it comes to the Plan B thing, man, one thing I always say about how I came up, you'll hear me say, no, the hell he don't. He ain't
Style and
speed.
experience. Style and
No,
experience to beat
even with
Boots.
his. But here's the thing. You know how crafty he would have
I
to
gotta
be
think
to
about
give
it.
a double move and make Boots think to step away. And I say that because both of them are high level. They both went to the Olympic trials.
Yeah,
That's before I get to the Plan B thing real quick. I really want to speak on that myth. Both of them went to the Olympic trials. Both of them are high quality and were high quality amateur fighters. But here's the thing:
shit. Oh, I read
me
that.
coming from someone who's been in the ring with pros who had more experience than me, and then being in there with another pro, another different time who didn't have his, who had more experience than me, but skill sets wasn't on my level. And I won't say any names. It was like certain ones is like even the way, like for instance, you dealing with a guy like me who's known for speed and all that. Your first thing is to work, just give him different jabs so you can make me try to reset. You have to set, dang, have to reset again. Burning Forest versus Shane Mosley, and then on top of that, okay, then we try to give him this double move, and as soon as he thinks I'm going here, I step here, then move in. Things like those different things to make you freeze. Thurman's not going to be able to do that. Everything Thurman does is textbook C pattern, textbook C pattern. Everything he throws, boom, moves here, boom, moves here. It's textbook C pattern every time, wherever he goes in the ring. But his feet aren't fast enough to get away from Boots. So either way, you already know Boots is going to go after him. So he can't get on his bicycle, and he can't stand it. So either way, it's not going to work out well. So that's the difference between having some being there with somebody with more experience or not. And oh,
Respect, respect, respect.
yeah, man. But when it comes to the Plan B thing, with it just bothers me because how I came up is we never know what this guy gonna add, or we don't know what might change. You might get hurt with something. You might get you might wind up rounds that we thinking this guy wasn't going to pick it up in. This guy doesn't pick it up till 5 and 6. So we need to really put it out there. Don't burn out, but put it out there. Rounds 1 through 4, 1 through 5. Eddie doesn't change a damn thing when he working with his guys. It's whatever the plan is. That's what we doing. When when I saw, like, I'm not gonna say the Floyd fight because with the Floyd fight,
You got a point. Not to survive. You know how to survive.
yeah, but so when it came to the Floyd fight, I can't really speak on that one. But let's speak on Danny Jacobs. Let's speak on um the Triple G fights. All of these fights, even the fights he won. When he was fighting the first fight with Triple G, what did he do?
You talking
He
about Canelo?
sat there. Yeah, what did he do? He still kept on going on the outside. We thinking, oh, hey, he gonna box that way the first 6, win at least 2 of them or 3 of them, and then he gonna start at least sliding in here and there and planting his foot here and there. Don't stay there, but playing it here and there. When he went to the second fight, what did he do? He was in his face all night. And he just went on, rocked and rolled all night, toe to toe, right there, the second fight. He fights all these other guys, and it's exactly what the plan is. He fights Bivol, and there was no other way. Yes, sir. But when he fought Bivol, that exposed. If there was anything, see, it was talked about a little bit. It was whispered about a little bit, but right there, that fight showed it. When he was in there with Bivol, and you saw Canelo do this, show and shoot that. He shot it about 3 times, and he hit Bivol's arm, and you could see on Cinnamon's face, he's going like he was irritated, like you supposed to move, you supposed to stumble a step, you supposed to what the hell, like you're not doing what I want you to.
Mm-hmm.
If if I was Eddie, I would have told Cinnamon, hey, settle down. Let's take 2 rounds off and just I need all jabs. We're gonna start this fight from scratch all over again. At the worst, say we're gonna start this fight from scratch all over again. New round. Forget about everything else right now. Work that jab up and down. Do not just aim for one target. Hit him in the hand, hit him up at the top of the head. Every time he takes his bounce, prepare yourself because he's going to do the hop in, hop out. Okay? He's from the Olympic class. He's going to go in and out. I need you to work your jab like you've never worked it before. Shoot it down, shoot it up, shoot it at the sternum, shoot it at the top, shoot it at his glove, shoot it at his forearm, shoot it at his collarbone. And then as soon as he takes that hop, hops back and hops in. Do not bite on the first hop. Do not bite. Wait on him. As soon as he takes that hop back again, prepare yourself. Plant that back foot. As soon as he hops back in, I need you to purposely shell up. Do it on purpose. I want him running into that shoulder and then run it right into his chest. Give it away. Just tighten up, pull it here, and throw that shoulder right into his sternum. And if you got enough, don't smother it. If you got enough space, shoot it nice and sharp. And let's just see how he reacts to it. Let's just see how he reacts to it. Don't add nothing else to it. If the shot's there, take it. If you want to add something to it, take it. But that's all I want right now. Let's go. That's it. And then add to things as we go. Not once did he tell him anything. At one part, they lied during the whole day. Like sometimes they be lying about what they be saying in the corner in Spanish. They do. They be lying. They be saying. And some of them don't even know some of the lingo because Puerto Rican slang is sometimes so you don't be getting some of the stuff. He told Cinnamon at one point, use his experience. Use your experience. Use your experience in there. Bro,
What was
he
his
did.
experience?
This dude is an Olympian you're going against. This dude fought in the Pan Am Games. What the hell are you
Exactly.
talking about? This boy got 14 amateur fights.
This
And he
shit just came
knows that. He's
full circle.
taking it to that. He's taking it to that. That's all Bivol did that night.
This came
Used this
full
weight,
circle.
but took it back to the Olympics. This boy not on my level. You got 14 amateur fights, and I'm gonna show you you got 14 amateur fights and you too small. That's what he did.
I know. Yeah, I agree with you. But you kind of just proved my whole point about Ryan Garcia and Eddie Reynoso. This came full circle.
Mhm.
Use your experience. Canelo's experience in his previous 2 or 3 fights with Kovalev, Billy Joe Saunders, who else did he fight? Caleb Smith. His experience was punch, punch. Whatever is available to punch, I'm gonna punch it. I'm gonna break it down. I'm gonna move you around the ring. With my experience is using my power to move you around the ring and enforce my will on you. That was the experience. So he's telling him to use your experience. Use your experience to get through this moment. Like you said, there's no plan B. So when you look at
Mm.
Ryan Garcia, what's his experience? He hit Duno with a check left hook, Fonseca with a check left hook, putting jokers out with a check left hook. When shit gets hard, use your experience. What's your experience? That was my only gripe with Eddie Reynoso and his camp and his training style. Is his cookie cutter as hell. And like you said, there's no plan B. So for somebody like Ryan Garcia, that's not the right fit for him as a coach. I think Derek James will give him more variables and put him to a game plan. And if this isn't it, then we're gonna try this way. Let's see if this works. Those on the fly adjustments, I give that to Derek James of Eddie Reynoso.
But this the thing. He's gonna make Ryan do things that he needs to do,
But he's
but it's
uncomfortable
gonna be
doing.
up to him to do it. Yeah, it's gonna
Right.
be up to him to do it. Like for instance, in the pros, you cannot do the Amir Khan thing. You cannot do to punch for
Hmm.
balls on like he did with Khan, and it don't work. And the thing is, when what I want to see is like what I've realized, and I didn't have that problem, but I just realized from watching other guys, when you got speed and you known for speed, when you get up to a certain level, you cannot sit there and keep shoes up. I'm gonna shoot this fast. I'm gonna shoot this fast. I'm just keep shooting this fast. Just keep no matter how fast it is, unless it scares the guy. Like how Bernard Hopkins said it scared him when he fought Roy the first time. Like, whoa, this guy's fast, and you don't know where it's coming. You can get a guy under control that way. But Amir Khan problem, fast as like grease lightning. But what was his problem? And he'll get this close and stay there and run 5 to 8 punch combination every time. It was always 5 to 8, 5 to 8, 5 to 8 every time. And he would hop in, hop out. It was the same sequence. And if you wasn't scared of his speed, you would stay there and just say, "He's gonna be there for this second," and just load it up and just see what you get. And if you don't get that, then back up, keep backing and just walk back up. Come on over here. And that's what Mr. Lamont did. What Danny did was, okay, God, because Danny he said, man, I felt like I was getting hit by the referee too. I'm like, man, this dude is fast. And then he said, I had no other choice but to just plant my feet, time it. And he said he took 2 other combinations before he finally timed it perfectly. There it is. And he tucked it and took his chin with it over here to the side, just so he don't get caught while having his head here. He leaned it here and then just nick up and then took it. And that's my thing is like with Ryan, change the speed a little bit. Not everything got to be hard. Not everything got to be 100% speed. Even Shane Mosley, when he was at lightweight, you could can it. And oh my God. I mean, it was like a machine gun. But you would see him, and then he would, so you got to change the speed up. Give this guy some, give him a bit, make him pull, make him. That's why I always say, see if this guy blink. I ain't never seen this boy faint. Never once have I ever seen Ryan Garcia. Yeah, you scared. Like, give him this. Like, since you so worried about my hook, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna just pull it. I'm just gonna fake it. That's all I'm doing. I'm
Right.
gonna fake this. I'm gonna fake this. I'm gonna fake this. Now I'm gonna start bringing it over. What's up? What's up? No, now it's a jab.
That's what's crazy
No,
about
now it's a
Ryan,
jab.
bro. If he had like the little intangibles, the Joker could be for real. The little intangibles, he could really be for real. Now we
That's
are
and
calling
that's the
him.
joint that frustrates me.
Yeah, it's frustrating, but I don't want to because he's so young. I don't want to can him yet. I don't want to can. I know we talk shit and it's funny sometimes, but I don't want to can him yet because he's still young. And
I'm not
hopefully,
gonna can him.
hopefully he can mature. Hopefully,
I'm not gonna can him. But I am gonna say this: thing. Nothing happens for him good at 40. It damn sure ain't happening at 47 because he's still
hell,
young and he's gonna get bigger. He's
mhm,
going to get bigger. He's only gonna be at 40 for like 2, 3 years tops. Tops.
mhm,
He's gotta go to 47. Got to. And they're going
mhm.
to crush him because then what's gonna happen? He's gonna do what I had told a friend. You already know this conversation. I told a friend of ours. I said, "Yo, man, you gonna wind up going up in weight, and them dudes are now you. They just couldn't make that other weight, and now you're gonna hit them, and they're not gonna move,
Mhm. Yep.
even if it's fast. They might go, oh, good shot. Next thing you know, they on you.
Yep.
I'm sorry, man. Even if I cannot see this boy for once, step over. Can I see him? The boy still crosses his feet. He still crosses his feet. He still will walk to his right and take his left foot over first. Like take his walk his when you go to the when you walk, you supposed to walk and take right foot first, walk. And make sure you don't cross your feet. It's a stalk, almost like you stalking, like how you tiptoe like Shaggy from Scooby Doo almost. Just take your
Mhm.
time. Then you go to the left, take it and don't cross. Left foot first. To the right, right foot first. Take that back foot first and go. Let that lead you. So that way, either way you step, you plan it. And either way you step here, You plan it. Even if they try to rush you, and you could faint drop on them or faint roll drop on them, anything. But man, and now you're gonna put him in a gym where I wouldn't throw him in there hard early because you could ruin him. I would say Frank, you're gonna spar Frank first, and we're
Mm,
gonna do all jabs. But and I'm gonna tell
hopefully,
Frank, yeah, this is what I would do personally. I'm gonna just, this is just me. I would sit there when if he came in my gym, I say I need you to go do your exercises first. I need you to stretch first. Once you're done with that, come to me. Get in the ring. We're gonna do lateral movement. First move, I want you on your toes and everything. Then after that, I want you working inch, inch, inch forward, inch backwards, to corner, diagonal. Then pivot to the side, pivot back over, inch back, inch forward, inch forward. That's what we working on. Then after that, 4 more rounds, and I need you jab and walk. Step back over, jab, and step back over. I'm breaking him down. And then after that, I'm working him here. Jab, slide out, pivot, jab again, jab. Now dip to your right, jab, control, keep this guy out. I'm breaking him down. Then when you spawn Frankie first, all jabs. First week, all jabs. Man, Frankie, I want you pumping that jab. Make him have to work his jab. Because you shorter. Because I'm gonna force him to be in there with a smaller guy and force him to have to work his jab to keep a guy out. And then after that, I'm like, all right, now y'all gonna work light, but y'all working both hands. Hey yo, Frankie, get in his chest. Get in his chest. Don't hurt him yet, but get in his chest. If he don't get it together by them 4 weeks, them last 4 weeks gonna be a problem. Them last 4 weeks gonna be a problem because then I'm telling Frank, man, you going hard. We going hard now. We got to fight to get ready for. We going hard.
yeah,
If not, get out my gym. I don't need your money.
yeah. That's how I imagine it being carried. That's exactly how I imagine Derek James carrying it. Like you're gonna come here, you're gonna work, you're gonna be disciplined, you're gonna be committed to what we got going on. You're gonna not submit, but you're gonna adhere to the plan and the structure we have in place. And if you don't like it, carry your ass on because you came to me looking for help. So don't come to me looking for help and not be willing to do the work. That's how I imagine Derek James carried that first initial conversation. So yeah, man. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all though, man. I appreciate y'all. This is a great episode, great conversation. Appreciate everybody that came in the chat, man. We'll be back with you guys again tomorrow. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button, man. Turn on notifications. We'll be back with you guys weekly at 8:30 p.m. Check out the Hibernation Fire headphones. Go to kanichibed.com. Get your headphones. Shout out to uh, Ballot, Perry Ballot Safety, El Paso Route 1, our sponsors,
Big Roy.
Big Roy. Who else we got sponsoring us? We got a few other sponsors.
Tighten up barbershop.
Tighten Up
Shout out to
Barbershop.
them.
I gotta remember Tighten Up Barbershop. Uh,
Talking about Shay.
yeah, Slipping Kind of Podcast. If you guys go to Bink Bink Boxing on Instagram, you guys go to Junior the Golden Boy on Instagram, give us a follow, shoot us some topics, discussion points, whatever, and come in the chat and get it live. Let's talk this boxing stuff, man. We love this, man. But we'll be back with you guys tomorrow.